Hello everyone, we are going over today everything you're going to need to know everything I've learned in Season 1 Plus is a few great tips on free-to-play players as well as pairings and basically the matches you want to be focusing for raiding and PvP, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, so yes, we're going over everything I've learned in Season 1 Plus, the Burning Stars. This is when, obviously, your kingdom or server has merged into a cluster. So for us, we had servers 1, 2, 3 and 4 merge into it, right? And this is Season 1 Plus. So if you're in for Season 5 and 6, you guys are coming in, and this is obviously the new season. But if you guys are experiencing it for the first time, I'm going to obviously give you everything we've learned in our first season right now. So the best tips obviously are what you're looking for, so I'm going to give you them. So pairings are important. Everyone who's looking for free-to-play players are looking for pairings. What should you be going for? The thing is, with this season, you need to think of two things. Are you going to try and prioritize doing PvP, or are you going to try and prioritize PvE? Because the thing is, you'll realize in the game, the marches that you can use are different in those two spectrums, if you want to call it, right? So if you want to be a really high DPS player, so for example, if I go to my saved mail here, you can see I've got some saved Hydra Elite raids we've been doing earlier. I hit rank 7 DPS here. In another one, we hit rank 10. And then in this one, as you can see, we did rank 4. So I was doing top deeps, you know, in this raid compared to some of these big boys that you can see in the Alliance. Even Hulkden was in there. So all the boys were in here, and somehow I'm only obviously a 14 million player, nearly 15 million player now. I don't have max tech. We can go into it. You know, my heroes aren't maxed out, as you can see, but the way to do so much damage is with your pairing. So the best pairing for free-to-play players, if you're looking for raiding, is always going to be an archer pairing, and that's going to be your Nico and Guanwing combo. If you are looking for the PvE build, you should be rocking the build that's on screen now. So this is all the talents you're going to need. When you hit 60, the last 2 points is 1 point in initial tuition and 1 more point in overall speed, just to give yourself a little bit more movement speed during the mechanics of the raids. The thing is, in the new season, when you do hit this, you could set this page up on your Guanwing. So your Guanwing would be your primary commander when you hit raids, and put Nico behind her. And then when you do want to run PvP, you have your Nico set up on the build I've got on screen, and this would be your PvP build, and you just run him on that. So it saves you switching talent pages, so it saves you gems, and it saves you, you know, using those when you don't need to at the moment, by just doing this very easy option with these two commanders. So if you're a free-to-play player, I would abuse using Nico and Guanwing very well. In the PvP scenario, they're okay. It does require a little bit more thought to use, because you need to work on your positioning. If you can't position and you can't move well, you're going to get killed a lot, and you're going to feel like archers are really bad. But that's where the other units come in. So if you're a PvP player, mages do the most damage in PvP at the moment. If you bring a mage in a raid, he deals no damage. Like, he'll deal between 30 to 50k damage compared to an archer dealing between 60 to 100k damage really easily, right? So mages, though, are really good at PvP. So if you're looking to PvP, the best thing to do, as you can see, is have a Wildeer expertise. And I would always pair him up with an Alwyn. This combo is such a great combo to run. But maybe further down the line, I'm going to experiment in Season 2 with Fear. But from what we've learned, the obviously best combo is always Wildeer and Alwyn, especially for free-to-players. If you've got Lilia, obviously rock Wildeer plus Lilia in that way still. It doesn't matter who you run in the primary slot, they've got the exact same talent trees, and you run the exact same talent tree on them both. So that's fine. And then when you come out of that, obviously we've got the pairings solved really on what you want to be targeting, right? So now we're going to be focusing on, okay, so now we know we want to be playing either mages or archers, and you've picked the type of commanders you want to go for, right? So you know that. So now when you go into it, the way to level up is obviously you hit your patrols. As you can see in my inventory and go down, I've been very lackluster. I've nearly got 232 potions. These are going to be disappearing in a few days, so I'm missing out on a load of XP that I would have had a load of 60 commanders, as you can imagine. But running the channel and real life work, obviously it's a bit hard to use all of them all the time when I'm doing it. So next season we're going to see how effective I'm going to be with all my 60 commanders this time. So when you go into it, another big tip for all you guys that are free-to-play players and whales, this is now for as well. You love fighting, and we all love fighting, and you know we all love fighting. I haven't fought as much as I wish I could because this season I've had to do some testing myself for the channel, and we're going to go into the testing now, as you're going to see. And it'll make sense when you realize what's gone on. So when you go into healing, you obviously got your free healing and you got a resource healing, right? So your free healing, as you can see, I only have 101k this season because I have not put any points into it to do some testing. When you look into my policies, I have full resource healing. This means if I was a super whale and I was just relying on resources because I'm a really effective farmer, or I have tons of resources spare so I can keep healing, it would allow me to heal so many troops, and it still only allows you to heal a maximum of around 400 up to 500k troops when you've maxed it all out, which isn't as good when you can max out your free healing to around the same number and it costs you nothing. And the cool thing with free healing is, as well, with your hospitals, when you do level them up, as you can see, you increase your daily free resource healing as well as the daily resource healing as well. So you got your free and the paid one together increased every time, which is important because it means the more you can daily heal, right? When you click this heal menu now, you can see it takes 14 hours, nearly 15 hours for me to heal all of these units, and this is the speed it's currently doing it at. So I think if you increase the amount you can actually heal, it would increase the amount, the speed as well of it. And you can get runes to increase your healing. So if you take everything into consideration, the big tip here is in policies, when you're looking for your policy, when I do get to click on it, always go for medical progress, always max out medical training and medical progress again. Okay, you always want to go down the medical training again. All these free healing for the season is going to be the way to go. It's going to allow you to fight a lot more often than you think, and it's going to allow you to be a lot more spare with your troops when you're starting to do like elite raids, as well as PvP, as well as doing the normal raids and patrols. So you need that free resource healing to actually keep up momentum and keep pumping troops out, because you're going to keep resourcing and you're going to keep training troops anyway. So that is a really big tip. Another one which I know a lot of guys, I know they keep telling you, but I know you like sigh, you need to get the freebies that's on offer. And that's always whenever someone comes in your heroes city hall, you need to speak to them and get those freebies. I've already done my dailies for today. I've already spoken to all of them, apart from, as you can see, Chaka. So we're going to finish it off here. I'm going to speak to the boy. As you can see, a really nice feature they've done in the update of 1.013. All the guys that can be talked to so far have full 3D animation little bits, as you can see. It's a lot better than that 2D plain bland picture. So by just speaking to him and going through, as you can see, we got some free speed ups and resources. And with that, go to your scouting, hit the scout button, and as you can see, I've almost finished all my caves again. I have 28 more caves to do, and when I go into the other, I have basically only supplies to finish off now. There's a few camps near the bottom, I believe. There you go. And once I finish all of these, as you can see, I'm going to be good to go, because next season, guess what? I can get them all again. So as a free-to-play player, you need to try and keep up with all the free access you have, because you're going to get a free load of heads to expertise your Bakar, Waldir and Guanwin really fast by scouting. You're going to get a load of gems, you're going to get a load of resources, you're going to get a load of troops, and you're going to get a load of speed ups. So I can't stress how much I've learned by doing that. Another thing to do, obviously, don't worry about the state of the game. If you're looking at how to plan ahead or so forth, if you're just an average player, just enjoy the game, play with your alliance. And if you're looking for a bit more of a challenge, maybe try and apply to another alliance that's stronger, and you're able to participate in harder raids and enjoy the game more. Because every time the season resets, you're going to be able to do it again and again and again, and learn more and more and more. And hopefully in each season reset in the future, maybe the next season, not the one we're going to go into now, but maybe season 3 if you want to call it. Hopefully in season 3 they bring out a whole load of new Behemoth raids instead of the ones we've got again. So we'll soon see when it comes out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That's some great in-depth tips on what you can do in this season on your pairings. And one thing I know I haven't covered it just before I finish up, and I know it's a bit more loosey-goosey this video, so is the artifacts. So let's go into the artifacts really quickly before I finish up and say goodbye to you all. The Shadow Blades, for me, if you're an archer player, is key. It allows you to do raids, it allows you to do PvP, but again, this only deals 2200. If you have the Bone Flinger Epic, which is the new one this season, at level 5, it deals 2800 in raids. So that epic alone, again, deals the most damage, so you're going to be using that over the Shadow Blades. But overall, the Shadow Blades does, when you do level it up over time and you get it, it's such a powerful effect, and it gives you some amazing stats. As you can see, I use it all the time. It gives me some great damage because of the 20% attack, as well as the 22% Legion attack on top, and that's without the raid buffs, right? So for me, I would go for this or Viola's Bow is a really good option as well for PvP. If you're a mage player, you're going to go for Phoenix Eye. Or if you have the incantation maxed out, the incantation will be dealing more damage than the Phoenix Eye for the first 2 skills. So as you look here, it only deals 2500, and the maxed out I think does 26 or 27. So it deals more damage than the Phoenix Eye, so you can use the epic before the Phoenix Eye, so don't stress about getting it. And then if you're a cavalry player, we always recommend Solan's Blade. It's such an amazing cavalry legendary to have. And if you don't have that, I would honestly just try and save and get it. There's not really much options here for epic cavalry use. I don't really use any epic cavalry gear apart from this blade, which you can use on patrols, but for raiding it's really bad, so I would not use it. Infantry wise, again, if you're the tank player in the raids, you have to have a maxed out Harlequin's Mask. This is so key for you to be an effective tank in raiding. But when you're looking for PvP stuff, it's a lot more flexible. You've got your Dragon Scale armor, and you have Grey Mars Warhammer, plus the brand new Dragon's Fire artifact that you can use. So you have 3 different options there. And if you don't have any of those to use, I would use Butcher's Blades. I think this is a great option. And that pretty much sums all the artifacts, Focus on, in the early game, getting your heroes up to about level 10 and 20. And then literally one day, for one day only, maybe just smash out a load of things to get your artifact level up, and just keep repeating it. And by doing so, you're going to get your heroes up really fast, you're going to get your artifacts up at a nice considerable rate, and then once your heroes are a good, you know, level that you're happy with, you can just switch, and then you go into leveling up all your artifacts, and you get this really fast, quick end game that allows you to actually deal massive DPSs, as you've seen in those histories saved, you know, here. Like, I'm hitting rank 4 damage. I'm just saying, guys, I must know something that I'm talking about if I'm able to perform at the level as these whales that are spending a load of money, right? So I hope you enjoyed the video. That is my tips on everything you need to know to power up, what matches to get, what to focus on, you know, how to, as a free-to-play player, get some extra benefits in each of the seasons. So I hope you enjoyed it. So smash a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So peace out.